Guys, it is July the 26th, 2025, and I hope everybody's been having a wonderful day so far today. I am out in the middle of the woods with my boys. We are on a camping trip tonight. We just decided last minute to just come out here and go for a little camping trip. You know, my kids started back school this week. You know, they had a really short summer. You know, with them returning back to school and all that stuff, I just figured, you know, that I would treat them this weekend and take them out for a little camping trip and just have a good time with them. We're just having a little quick one-night camping trip. It was a lot of work to come out here for one night, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna cook some hot dogs here in just a little bit. I'm just waiting on it to cool down a little bit more before I start my campfire, because I didn't bring anything like a camp stove or anything like that to cook on. We're just gonna be cooking on a fire. So we're gonna cook some hot dogs and some s'mores and stuff like that here in just a little bit. So I'm looking forward to that. But like I said, I'm just waiting on it to cool off just a little bit more, because it has been a hot day here in South Carolina. The heat index today was 114 degrees. So it was a hot day. As a matter of fact, I had to just walk up to the bathhouse here just a minute ago and kind of wash myself off. I had to clean my face and wash my hair and wash my beard. I mean, I was sweating so bad today. You guys know how it is whenever you get all that sweat all over your face and like the salt starts to like dry up and you get that like that sandy feeling. I had that all over me today. But anyway, like I said, we're out here in the middle of the woods. I mean, we are way out here, and I'm gonna keep today's video really short because I'm gonna be using my my mobile data to upload today's video. So I don't want to make it too long, because it will take forever for this video to upload if I do so. So anyway, I really just wanted to touch base with you guys and remind everyone that tomorrow is going to be the live at 6 o'clock. We're going to be leaving here tomorrow, probably around lunchtime, and heading back home. It's like a 30-minute drive for me to get back home from where we're at. And I'll get back home, get my stuff cleaned up, and I'll have plenty of time to go ahead and hop on the live. I'm really looking forward to doing a live and speaking with all of you guys, because it's been a while since we've done one. I think it's been like about a month since the last time I've done a live. So looking forward to hanging out with you guys and just, you know, talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. And like I said yesterday, it's going to be at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So I'll put up a reminder for everyone tomorrow, and you can go on there and you can go ahead and sign up for it, and it'll remind you right before the live is about to begin. But anyway, like I said, I want to keep today's video short, but I did just want to touch base really quick before I get off of here, and, you know, just say that, you know, if you're getting that urge tonight and you're really thinking about having that drink or using that substance, whatever it is, because you've had a rough week, or you just got into a fight with your significant other, or, you know, your boss just chewed you out at work today or yesterday, or, you know, you're in the middle of divorce, whatever it may be. We all go through problems. Life can be really difficult sometimes, for all of us. You know, life can just be tough. But alcohol and drugs are not the answer. They really aren't. You know, all they do is complicate things. They make things more difficult. You know, it never makes things better. All it does is give you a temporary relief. That's all it is. That problem is still going to be there after you use or after you drink. It's not going anywhere. There is a squirrel sitting on this table. Look at this. That squirrel was just laying on that table. He's looking at me too. Let's see how close I get to him. This guy's letting me get so close to him. Look at that. Hey, buddy. I got some bread. Wow, he is letting me get super close. Look at that. Wow. That is so cool. right up the tree. But anyway, like I said, that problem is still going to be there. It's not going to go anywhere. And the alcohol or the substance is going to give you a temporary relief. That problem is still going to be there tomorrow morning when you wake up, and now you've just created another problem. Now you have two problems on your hands. Now you've relapsed. Now you have to go through all that all over again. You have to go through the withdrawal period all over again. You know, the mental anguish that you have to go through, because it can be really tough to go through that. You know, the fighting that urge not to go back to the store and get another bottle, or not to go, you know, meet whoever it is that you buy whatever it is from. You know, it's that constant fighting, that feeling that you just want to relieve that itch. You want to scratch that itch so bad, because you know that it will instantly make you feel better. But like I said, now you've created another problem. Going back is not the solution. And I know how tough it can be to keep fighting that urge and saying no to it. But in the long run, it is so much more worth it to fight that urge and say no. Just say no today. Don't go back. I say this all the time, but yesterday is already gone. Tomorrow isn't even here yet, but we do have right now. Today we can make the decision to stay sober. Today we can make the decision to say no. Let's do that today. Let's not go back to drinking or using. Let's continue to stay sober, one day at a time. The day is almost over with. You know, I say this all the time, but it truly is just like this. You know, if you can make it through the majority of the day, if you can just get into the late afternoon, evening, you've made it at that point. Because if you make it that far throughout the day, get yourself a nice big dinner and eat yourself until you get full. Not eat yourself, but eat until you get full. And then sit down and watch a movie, hang out, read a book, do something like that. Just chill out for the rest of the afternoon, rest of the evening. And all you got to do is just go to sleep. And tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up and you're going to be so happy that you did not give in to those urges. I promise you, you will. If there is one thing that I can promise you, is that if you do not drink or use today, and you wake up tomorrow morning, you're not going to regret not drinking tonight. You will wake up in the morning relieved. You will be so happy with yourself. You'll be proud of yourself that you did not give in. Because it's super easy to hop in your car and drive to that store and go buy a bottle of vodka, or hop in your car and go drive to that store and buy a case of beer. But it's not easy to say no. It's not easy to continue on the right path. It's not easy to stay on that wagon. It does get easier day by day, but it's not easy doing this. It's hard, it's difficult, but we can do it. You can do it. Trust me when I tell you this, that if I can get sober, anybody can do it. And I know there's a lot of people out there who say that, those exact words, that if I can do it, you can do it too, but it's the truth. I mean, there are so many of us that never thought that sobriety would ever be possible in our lives. And then we get sober and we realize it actually is possible. And like I was talking about in the video just the other day, you know, getting and staying sober shows you something about yourself. It shows you that you are capable of anything that you want to do. Anything you put your mind to after you get sober, you realize that you can do anything you want. You know, it's like when we were growing up, when we were kids. And you remember they would tell us all the time that you can be anything that you want when you grow up, if you just put your mind to it. And we used to think that was so corny and like, whatever, you know, it's just what the adults say and yada, yada, yada. But it's true. It is so true. And it took my whole entire life until I actually got sober, until I actually realized that it is true. That whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. Anything. And sobriety really does show us that whatever we put our minds to, we can do it. If we want it bad enough, we can be successful. So my points of today's video, guys, is just let's stay sober one more day. One more day. Let's not worry about tomorrow. Don't stress yourself out worrying about that. Don't stress yourself out thinking about that event that's coming up in 2 weeks or a month from now, and you've got to go to this big work function, and you know everybody's going to be drinking, and how are you going to manage this event without alcohol? What are you going to do? Cross that bridge when you get there. Don't worry about it right now. Heck, in 30 days from now, you might be so comfortable with your sobriety that it's not even going to be an issue at all. You never know. All we can do is focus on right now, this moment, today. Be present in the moment and worry about now. And now, today, right this moment, let's stay sober. Let's not go back. We'll worry about tomorrow when it comes. And stop worrying about what happened yesterday, last week, last year, any of that stuff. That stuff is already gone and past. But we do have right now. And today, in this moment, let's choose to stay sober. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And until tomorrow, I will see you all then. And really looking forward to seeing you guys in the live tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I hope to see as many of you there as possible. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and probably go over here and start this campfire and go ahead and start cooking some hot dogs. So, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. I love y'all so much. Y'all have a great rest of your night. And let that be a sober one at that, too. Bye-bye.